What up, Tim? How we doing? Um, let's get into this. So Warlock, like I said, the jumping, it's a bit off. Takes a minute to get used to the glide, but I've been playing it for so long that it's just natural to me. But looking at it right now, I think I got my it's supposed to be my strand class, but like I said, I don't have it on PC. This is my strand class. We go with my art class, which is one of my favorites. Let's go to that. We can keep that on. Thunderlord, really good option because it's arc. Or you could even do something like Two-Tailed Fox or Avoid One just to get that suppression down if you want it. I like having just a normal primary here sometimes. Like I'll use like the Pizzicato or the Eidolon Ally. Most I use the Eidolon Ally. This is from the raid Crota's End. Reason I use this is because it has the Curse Thrall trait on it. So anytime I get a melee kill for 10 seconds after that, after defeating a target with melee attack, final blows with this weapon cause targets to explode like a Cursed Thrall. So I like that. And with this arc build, it's not, I don't really use my melee to kill per se. You mostly use it to jolt targets. So it's a little bit different. So right now I'm using Crown of Tempest. I have the one ornament on it. You also have Verity's Brow, which is a pretty good one. It's a really good one for solar. Apotheosis Veil is okay. I use it for raids. But Crown of Tempest, solid choice. My favorite, especially for arc. Because that's what I was meant to do. It enhances the Storm Dancer, I think. Yeah, Storm Trance. I've got the really cool ornament on it. So yeah, Arc Conduction Tines is the perk on it. Arc ability or jolt final blows increase the recharge rate of your arc abilities and extend the duration of Storm Trance. And then I have it with an Arc Siphon. So arc weapon final blows create an orb of power. So that helps out getting my melee and my grenade back as well as my super. And a lot of times I use this because I like the extended duration of Storm Trance. It extends it by quite a bit. I think it's 7 seconds maybe, or 10 seconds, but it increases it by, it's a decent amount. Noticeable if you take it off and then put it back on and use it. So, but it's nice. But the whole thing is when you get killed with like a grenade, melee, arc ability or jolt, you get energy back. So it's like that, the whole thing where I talk about like the gameplay loop. This is the perfect example. There's another gun I use here, bow and arrow. It is the Trinity Ghoul. Very, very nice bow. One of my favorites in the entire game. One of my favorite weapons in the game. Definitely top 10. I could do a list like that at some point. Make it like a tier list of all the Destiny exotics. So Trinity Ghoul, one of the best guns in the game. It's freaking amazing. So split electron fires an arrow that splits when released, aiming down sights and fully drawing the bow both decrease the spread. It's very awesome. When you get the catalyst, lightning rod now triggers from any arc damage final blow. So lightning rod precision kills grant the next shot chain lightning capabilities. So if you kill an enemy with a precision kill, you'll get the little lightning rod thing on the left screen, like right here, wherever it is. And then the next shot that you do, it'll chain lightning damage. But with the catalyst, any arc damage final blow. So if you throw a grenade, it gives you lightning rod. Kill somebody with a melee, gives you lightning rod. Kill them with your super, gives you lightning rod. Kill them with lightning rod, it gives you lightning rod. So it's great. Which is why I also use, if I'm using Trinity Ghoul, I will use a, how did I get, oh, I got that. Let's see, if I'm using Trinity Ghoul, which I don't have right now, I have it on my Hunter, I will use something like Half Truths, or another arc. Obviously I can't use Thunderlord, but if I'm, you know, using another arc weapon, so I can double me getting Lightning Rod for that gameplay loop, because it also helps out Crown of Tempest. Only bad thing with arc, for all classes, is there is really no like survivability, so there's nothing to like help you regain health, which sucks. Because you're always like on the edge of dying with arc. So it's very, very touchy. But that's the thing about it. Like you are the glass cannon with this. So Stormcaller, chain arc lightning from your hands to electrify targets with devastating streams of arc light, then intensify over time. Casting Storm Strands creates a jolting shockwave, so you release shockwave when you do it. For this, I do Healing Rift. I know it's not popping up right now, but I do Healing Rift because you need it. I do the Burst Glide. I think Strafe Glide is probably a really good option. Either Strafe Glide or Balance Glide to start out with. Burst Glide is definitely the harder one to learn, which is what I use. I use Ball Lightning. It's good. I'm not the biggest fan of Chain Lightning because it jolts targets. It doesn't really do a good job of killing them. But I like Ball Lightning because like if I have a bunch of Thrall, I can throw that out and it'll just boop boop boop. It'll kill them and it'll be good. Pulse Grenade, I didn't buy any of the other ones because I didn't really need them. Like Storm Grenade's good. Arc Bolt Grenade is good. There's an exotic that helps out with that on Hunter, I think. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the other ones. Flashbang's pretty good. And like Crucible. Or like Grandmasters maybe. But yeah, so Pulse Grenade, that's my favorite. I use that. And then the other one, so these aspects are a little bit different. So I use Arc Soul. So casting your Rift creates an Arc Soul that fires at targets in front of you. So you have a little lightning ball that just shoots at targets for you. It's very nice. While amplified, your Arc Soul are supercharged and gain increased fire rate. That's good because your whole thing with this is being amplified and jolting targets. So if you can keep those up, you're good to go. Electrostatic Mine, defeating targets with arc abilities or defeating jolted or blinded targets creates an ionic trace. Collecting an ionic trace makes you amplified. So again, the whole thing with arc, making sure you're amplified, making sure you're jolted targets, and making sure you're picking the ionic traces follow you. Which I think I showed those on the Arc Titan. So it's pretty much the same thing. Lightning Surge you can use, it's really touchy. So while sliding, activate your charged melee ability to blink forward, calling down lightning strikes that jolt targets as you rematerialize. It's a little bit weird. Since you just like, while you're running slide, hit your melee and you'll like blink forward and do it. Oh, that's right, we don't have blink. So in Destiny 1, Warlock's got the blink ability, as well as, no, Hunter's got the blink ability. And I think in D2, Void Warlock's got it. I don't know why they didn't get it on Arc, because it makes more sense for Arc, but whatever. So the fragments I use, Spark of Focus. After sprinting for a short time, your class ability regeneration is increased. That's great, because that's my Healing Rift. Need that healing. So if I just sprint, I get ability regen. Spark of Shock. Arc Grenades jolt targets. There's that jolt. Spark of Resistance. While surrounded by combatants, you're more resistant to incoming damage. That's a little bit of survivability. Happy they throw that in there because I can just go into a swarm of targets and take less damage. Spark of Magnitude. Your lingering Arc Grenades, Lightning Grenade, Pulse Grenade, and Storm Grenade have extended duration. Also why I use Pulse Grenade, because of Spark of Magnitude. And some of the other ones are pretty good. Spark of Instinct is alright, like if you're on Titan. Spark of Haste is pretty good if you want that increased mobility. Spark of Discharge Not really my favorite because this already does that. If I have using Crown of Tempest, so I don't really need it because it's like, oh, Arc Whip and Final Blows have a chance to create an Ionic Trace. It's like I'm already getting ability regen from Crown of Tempest, so I don't need that. So it's just, why would I fill up that slot? Get it out of here. Spark of Frequency, honestly, don't really care about it. It's like your reload speed's increased. It's like my reload speed is fine. Don't care about it. Spark of Recharge, that one's pretty good. While critically wounded, your melee and grenade energy regenerate more quickly, but also I'm killing shit. I shouldn't have to worry about having my grenade or melee. Spark of Momentum. Yeah, this isn't bad. Sliding over ammo bricks reloads your equip weapon and grants a small amount of melee energy. Not bad, but definitely not great either. And Spark of Volts. Finishers make you amplified. This one's pretty good. If you like getting finishers, you can do it. And it gives you that boost to recovery. Yes, this is what I run. Sometimes I'll do Chaos Reach, which is like the big Kamehameha. But I prefer Storm Chance, especially for this build, because Storm Chance gives you that extended duration with Crown of Tempest. So if I go in my vault, let me go in my vault really quick. I think it's in my vault. Oh, well, I fucking shit in my vault. I ain't gotta talk about it. But yeah, so the whole thing, especially with Warlock, is making sure that you get the jump down, because that jump is, you know, that's your movement. Let's see here. Where is Trinity Ghoul? Oh, Risk Runner, also a good option. Because it's really like any of the Arc Exotics. Let's see, except for this one, not Symmetry or Divinity. Cold Heart, not bad, definitely could be better. Ooh, that's a good gun. 7 Seraph Y. I don't know if you have that. It's an older gun. But that is a really, really good arc weapon. Posterity, forgot I had that. Fourth Horseman, not really good. Cloud Strike, really, really good if you can hit precision hits. Salvage Salvo, that was a ritual weapon from like 2 years ago. That one's really, really good. Found Verdict, Arc Shotgun, really, really good. Let's see here. Matador, I don't think you would have that. Let's see. So I don't think I have it. Oh, here we go. The Trespasser. This is the sidearm I was talking about at work. You know the Trespasser. I know you have it. Really, really good for this. Delicate Tomb is not bad, and then Centrifuge also not a bad option. Not my favorite, but it's not a bad option. Honestly, I'd rather go Trespasser than Centrifuge. I think that's it. Dead Messenger, not a bad option either. If you have it on the arc setting. I think that's really it. Oh, Brigand's Law. Ooh, real good sidearm, especially if you get Volt Shot on it. Any weapon, any arc weapon with Volt Shot, hella good. If you use an arc. Loop, it's alright. Not my favorite fusion rifle. Alright, I think. Oh, Exteriors. I guess you could use it. It's arc. Other possible options for arc heavy weapons. You got Thunderlord. Could use Legend of Acreus. Again, you could use Thunderlord. Queenbreaker if you have it. Not the best at the moment, but it's alright. I like it because it was in Destiny 1. Let's see what else we had here. Warline Zero. It's good for hunters, not really for warlocks. Grand Overture. I fucking love this thing. I forgot about that thing. So that's that. Oh, another good exotic. Fallen Sunstar. It's a really, really good one. But yeah, so that is pretty much that. I don't have it. So I don't have Trinity Ghoul in my vault, but that's alright. So going with more exotics, not specifically for Arc, but for Warlock in general. I mean, we have a lot of good options. Warlocks have a really good mix of exotics, which is really, really nice. So starting off again, you got Crown of Tempest for Arc. Nezrex is like the basic ones for, you know, Arc, Solar Void are Crown of Tempest for the Arc abilities, Nezrexin for the Void. Void kills increase ability regen, which these two do the same thing. Crown of Tempest and Nezrexin, they pretty much do the same thing. But Nezrex is for Void, Crown of Tempest is for Arc. Sunbracers, my fucking favorite Warlock exotic, which I've shown you before in the Warlock video. Karnstein's good. Melee kills restore health for a short duration. When I'm doing solo, trying to do solo flawless dungeons, I will use this because of health regen. Claws of Ahamkara, pretty good on solar. Verity's Brow, that one's good. Energy weapon kills boost grenade damage. Really, really good for strikes and shit like that. Probably won't use Astroverse, that's for blank on Void. I think these are all, let's see what we got here. Osmiomancy, my favorite for stasis. It makes an amazing stasis build. Starfire Protocol, this was really good and then they nerfed the shit out of it, which is unfortunate. Phoenix Protocol, amazing for solar. Gain super energy for kills and assists inside Well of Radiance. So I've gotten this before where I have, so when you place a Well of Radiance on solar, people will go inside of it and then you do like extra damage and shit like that, and you get healing. But if you get kills and assists while standing inside of it, you get more super energy. And I've gotten it so good before where I've had 3 wells down at the same time in very short succession because of the amount of kills, but very, very good, especially for strikes. And people use this all the time for raids as well as Lunafaction. These are like the 3 main solar exotics are Lunafaction, Phoenix Protocol, and then Sunbracers. Those are like the 3 main ones for solar. For Arc, Crown of Tempest, Fallen Sunstar, and then Stag. The Stag is very, very good for Crucible. For Void, Nezrexin, Getaway, no, not Getaway Artist, what's the other one? Is it Controverse? Controverse Hold. And then Nothing Manacles. Even Briarbinds, but I know those you have to get through Legend Lost sectors. My favorite overall, like definitely top 5, is Mantle of Battle Harmony. I absolutely love this exotic. I got a lot of shit for it from my friends for using it, and then some of them started using it and were like, actually, it's really good. So it takes everything that I've talked about with like Crown of Tempest for Arc, Nezrexin for Void. This does it for every class. So whatever your subclass is, Arc, Solar, Void, Stasis, Strand, any one of them, if you have weapons that have those, you have a Strand weapon, an Arc weapon, Void weapon, etc., you get energy. So takedowns with weapons that have a damage type matching your subclass element grant you super energy. While your super energy is full, you instead gain a temporary boost to weapon damage to the type matching your subclass element. So very, very nice. Absolutely love this. It's really, really great. So I use this in strikes, raids, things like that. When I don't want to use any of the other ones, when I just need that straight weapon damage. So I'll just keep my super and I won't, use it until the boss comes. But if I have my super full, then I'm just dealing more damage. So it's very, very nice. It also looks really cool. So yeah, really, there's some really, really good Warlock exotics. I think Warlocks don't really have that bad of exotics, I'm going to be honest. Except for Wings of Sacred Dawn. That was not good. And Sanguine Alchemy. Storm Dancer's Brace, that one's good. Also deals with Storm Trance. That one you get for completing Shadow Keep on Warlock. Rain of Fire is pretty good. Prometheum Spur is pretty good. Swarmers you get for completing Lightfall on Warlock. Yeah, there's some pretty good ones. With Titan, I mean, you know, there's good ones. Yeah, my favorite for Strand is Necrotic Grip, because you can make an amazing class like setup with Osteostriga, Necrotic Grips, and Strand that makes like everything just kill itself. It's so nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else, it's really just, you know, if you get it, read it. If you like it, get rid of it. Like Aeon Soul, get rid of it. Footing Aspect, not bad. Feltmaster's Helm, don't use it. I Have Another World, good for Crucible. That's it. I realize you can't even fucking see it because I'm in the way. I Have Another World. It's good for Crucible. But that's pretty much it. With these. Oh, this is a good one. Skull Diagram Cry. That's a good one for Void. Increases Nova Bomb shit. Yeah. I think I have the, yeah, at least I don't play Hunter that much. I probably should. Yeah, that's that for the exotics. I've got builds for other ones. So I've got like my arc build, which I use most of the time. My Sunbracers build, which I've shown you before. With the Sunbracers, and you know, just absolutely obliterating shit. My raid build, which has Lunafaction on. I don't remember what I use this for, but I have it on. Got my Void build. My funny cowboy build, which deals with what is this? Chromatic Fire. Precision final blows with kinetic weapons create an explosion in the element of your subclass. I usually have Strand on for this, or Stasis, because when you use Ace of Spades, it grants radar while aiming down sights bonus damage after kill reload. But we're really here for Firefly, because it does a solar explosion, and also if you mix it with Stasis, it does a stasis explosion and a solar explosion. It's a very, very cool thing. But yeah, that's it. Like, you know, if you see here, I've got these in my inventory at the ready. You know, all the ones I've talked about. Osmiomancy, Sunbracers, Nezrax, the Stag, Chrono Tempest, Verity's Brow, Phoenix Protocol, Mantle Battle Harmony, Lunafaction, Swarmers, Transversives. Transversives are good. Buff Sprint, Spring Reloads, Current Weapon. Very, very good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Warlock. It's just, you know, see what works best for you, like any other classes. See what works best for you, and then go out and do it. Again, transfer your weapons, your highest weapons, onto Warlock, so you get that very big boost to both weapon damage and also getting up to 1800 faster. That'll help you out. But that's really it. I mean, it's the same thing, you know, for Titan. Make sure you're reading your perks on weapons. Make sure you're saving those really, really good rolls on armor. Make sure that your mod distribution is good for what you need. And if you aren't using it, I highly recommend using loadouts, because it saves a lot of time. It saves a little bit of headache trying to switch out mods and weapon armor and stuff like that. Yeah, the loadouts really, really help me out, especially when I need to quick swap things. Like if I'm on this and then we switch to strikes, I'll just be like, oh, let me throw this on real quick, and it instantly changes everything for me. So I don't have to worry about it. If I'm like, oh, now I want to do stasis, I've already, bam, there's my stasis loadout. Changes stasis, changes my vertical curve over here, puts my Osmiomancy gloves on. I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about nothing. Which it's gonna load my armor. There we go. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Warlock. You know the game. It's just, you know, learning it's a learning curve for Warlock. Hunter, fucking that's a deeper cave to explore, because Hunter builds can really go crazy, but you really have to know how to play Hunter. I'd say Warlock is definitely the more, I mean, I guess Titan is support with like bubble and things like that, like void bubble. But Warlock, you've really got your, you know, Well of Radiance, which is the one that everybody, you know, loves to use. I love to use it. There is also I know I've said this before, the Daybreak. I love Daybreak. It's freaking awesome. Just to be able to fly around and shoot fire at all the enemies is so fun. But I'm usually stuck with Well, just because it's so good. But yeah, again, just figure out, play around with different things, just like you did on Titan. It's the same thing for Warlock. We just got to figure it out. And that's it. You know, I can help you with armor for it, help you with mods, things like that, what I use. But everything else, that's on you. Figure out how to use the character, figure out the jump. Like I said, maybe go Strafe Glide, and not use Burst Glide, because Burst Glide is definitely the hardest to learn. Balance Glide or Strafe Glide, definitely use those first. Probably Strafe Glide, or Balance Glide. Balance Glide might work out, but yeah, Burst Glide is when you know it. Once you get control of it, then you can use Burst Glide. But yeah, that is that. Hopefully you found this helpful for Warlock. Hopefully it, you know, helps you out. If you have any questions, again, just let me know. I got you.